Thank you, Amit. Now, to talk about, I think there have been, in past 2 years, there have been lots of seminars, webinars, discussions on what AI is going to do, how it's going to transform the management education. Education in general, but we particularly care more about how management education is going to be impacted by it. The important aspect is to understand the perspective of what AI is doing to the society as a whole, which includes the manufacturing to service industry, so the whole industrial industry organizations, as well as the society as a whole. Now, if you look from that perspective, one of the things which have been talked about, and because of that we are all talking about AI today, has been the arrival of OpenAI platform, which gave rise to one application called ChatGPT, and that created a mass, I would say, hysteria all over the world, that as if the world has completely transformed and nothing like this has happened before, and now the things will not be same as earlier. And we have been all caught unaware. The fact remains AI is much broader than ChatGPT. It's only one aspect of the AI which is called generative technologies or generative aspect of the artificial intelligence. AI has been happening and ruling our life for almost 2 or 3 decades. The early attempts, I would go back 50, 60 years ago. But we'll not get into those. That attempts started, they took on to a certain extent, and then there was what we call the AI winter, and the winter remained for quite some time till the technology. In 2 aspects, as I said, the bigger aspect which is making impact is actually largely ignored. Ignored in the discussions, not ignored in the industry. Industry has been adopting very nicely was what we call the autonomous form of the technology. The autonomous nature of the technology began to happen, and we have been slowly looking at it, not only in the industry adopting it, but also education sector has been adopting in their curriculum how robotics is going to impact, how autonomous systems are going to impact the overall AI, overall educational framework. Now, if you have seen robotics impact, 2 sectors have been very prominent. One, of course, the manufacturing sector, and especially automobile manufacturing. Wonders have been happening there. And remember, I think about 30 years ago or 25 years ago, the robotic manufacturing began to happen. But the robotic manufacturing happening there was of a different kind than what is happening today, because the robotic technology itself has been evolving. The earlier robotic manufacturing had the robots in the cages where the humans were not present. And they had a fixed task. So they were programmed, if they were stamping a part, they continued to stamp it. If they were milling a part, they continued to mill it. And on, and they were not adaptable at all. So whatever task was taught to them, they continued to do with more precision, better than humans, etc., and so on. But then humans did whatever part they were doing in a separate area altogether. Today's manufacturing plant or auto manufacturing plant or modern auto manufacturing plant, if you look today, is a sight to watch. It's a human and robots next to each other, dancing in a well choreographed dance, where a human is doing a part of the job and the robot completes the rest of the task. The heavy duty task is done by the robot. The precision task of fixing things and aligning things, etc., is taken care by the human. Now, the difference is that these are adaptable, they have a sensor orientation, they see who is around me, and they don't run into human being. Human beings can be sometimes slow, sometimes can be fast. Robot will adjust to the speed. Unlike the fixed robot, which continue to operate the same speed, and human fell short on the speed, there would be accident. So that adaptability is the new phenomena which has happened. That gives rise to complete change in the way we have been doing management education. Why? Because all we have optimized for the assembly line till now. If you look at all the optimization theories, you look at all the quality theories, you look at all the product, go-to-market products, that they have to standardize in order to maintain the quality, in order to manufacture at a speed and at a lower cost. Today, adaptability being a phenomena, now we can do customized products. Customized products were earlier also there, but customized product was 10 times more expensive, or at least 2 to 3 times more expensive than the standardized product. Masses could afford the standardized product, only elites could afford the customized product. The adaptable manufacturing brings all that phenomena in. So all that management theories, or especially management science which we taught, was all optimized about the standardized quality, not on the standardized product quality of the manufacturing line. Now we have to optimize for customized manufacturing line. Now new theories have to come in, new optimization models have to come in, so that it opens a huge field of how to operate in an efficient manner with the same degree of cost efficiency, or bring same degree of cost efficiency, yet give the customized products to people. Other part is, many of these tasks can be completely taken by autonomous devices. And one of the very simple example, and that's what I'm saying, that we are talking today as if heavens have fallen all of a sudden, things are happening around us. You go to any airport, where are the cleaners? The airport sweeping is being done by autonomous vehicles, right? When they run out of the battery, you walk into Ahmedabad airport, you will not find a single sweeper there. You will find the floors continuously being cleaned. The robot cleaner continues to walk on the surface, and it never, in a crowded space, it never runs into any human being, because you can even experiment going in front of it. It will nicely stop, you move out, or it will turn around you and go away, right? That's also taking away all those jobs. Same thing, Google's Waymo, the new car which they're introducing. That autonomous vehicle will take away most of the drivers' jobs, but will be more precise and so on. Now that's going to impact the society as a whole. What will happen to employment? How? So the social science education will be impacted. As a management professionals also, we need to look at where is the alternative employment, because ultimately in the economy, distribution of wealth has to happen. So how that distribution of wealth will happen in that environment? Other issues. Then finally, coming to the generative AI aspect, that we all know is going to impact the service industry and clerical jobs. Now, the coding technology which has become, and people are talking about the software engineers are not required, till date, they're not able to develop applications. They are only able to develop the component of the applications. So there's a lot more room for us to grow in going to do the applications itself, and that may take longer time, because the user specifications still have to be derived. They have to be mapped into the components, and then only you can have the system being developed. So the jobs will move in the whatever called upper level of higher level of skills, rather than the normal skill processed by people. And that's why our curriculums also have to adopt, rather than teaching them a simple coding, you have to teach them how they will be managing the system, how they will be able to interface and extract the requirements from the people, and how they will be able to map those requirements into generatable components and so on. So these are the bigger challenges which are facing. And in curriculum, I would say, maybe I'll wait for later and talk about how we are adopting in our curriculum about these things, and how we are modifying our curriculum in today's environment and introducing newer courses in our environment.